Squad Center in Brooklyn College. You are watching Bulldogs basketball on BC TV, your home for everything Brooklyn. Tonight, the Brooklyn College women's Bulldogs are set to tip off against the John Jay College Bloodhounds in Game 1 of a CUNY Athletic Conference doubleheader. I'm Jonathan Perriente alongside my broadcast partner Zach Budnick and former Bulldog Charlie Kelman. Zach, I'm going to start with you. The women's Bulldogs coming off an ECAC championship and are 4-3 on the season this year. Talk to me so far about the Bulldogs' report card going into this season.
Thank you, John. Well, the things to keep in mind for the Bulldogs is that there's a big change. Last year they had 8 seniors, and they were being led by the star players Nicole Francomano and Vanessa D'Ambrosi. They needed that ECAC championship, and now that they're gone, we have a completely new team. I got an opportunity to speak to Coach Lang prior to this game, and he said that he knows there's going to be a lot of changes. He knows that they have to adjust to a new system, and even though they're 4-3 this season, wins have not come easy. 2 of those 3 wins have come in their 3-game winning streak, have come wins by 2 or 3 points. So it's been very, very difficult for them.
Turn the mic over to you, Jai. The Bulldogs have developed a new team, a loss of 7 seniors. Coach Lang brought in some younger players, new faces to carry this offense. Talk about some of the new players that have really stepped up to fill the void this season.
Well, one of the new players that stepped up and filling the void is Olivia Colbert. She's currently averaging nearly 13 points per game. Like he mentioned, it's not going to be an easy season due to the fact that they lost 7 seniors, but they should be able to get things rolling.
As we go into Zach, going back to you now, Bloodhounds. They come in 2-3 on the season. What is your report card on the Bloodhounds so far?
It has not been an easy season for the Bloodhounds either. They're only shooting 55.8 per game, and they're being outshot by their opponents, and they're always letting up at least 60 points a game on average. They only have one CUNYAC game that they played so far, and it was a difficult loss for them against the Lehman College Lightning. So going into this game tonight, it's going to be a really tough challenge for the Bloodhounds to really gain momentum and to beat the Bulldogs.
Jai, for both teams going into this game, what are your key matchups and some key players to look forward to into this game tonight?
Well, definitely, like I mentioned before, it's going to start with Olivia Colbert. So far into the 7 games, she's been leading the team in scoring, so it's definitely going to start with her, along with Karen Mack, the starting point guard for the BC women's basketball team. And they have an X-Factor freshman, Alexander Mugen. She hasn't been shooting the ball pretty well, but I think she can definitely get hot, so you have to look out for her.
Looking forward to an exciting game here tonight. Brooklyn College Women's Bulldogs and John Jay Bloodhounds set to tip off. We'll take a break. When we come back, anthems, starting lineup, and the opening tip-off from the West Quad Center. Brooklyn College Women's Bulldogs and John Jay Bloodhounds next on BC TV, your home for everything Brooklyn. It will be Luis Torres, Gordon Drury, and Reggie Fowler as both teams are getting set to tip off here at West Quad. And Zach, quickly before we go into things, the women's Bulldogs are going to play by a new format, as all of NCAA will be doing as well. 4 quarters. All right. Referees are coming in to take the opening possession. Maya A.G. Thomas takes center court, as Brianna Cunningham is flanking her on the left side. And here we go with the opening tip-off from West Quad. And the opening tip-off is won by John Jay. John Jay takes control. Bringing the ball up the court. This is number 11, Shalia Ruiz. Ruiz moves to the top of the key, now to the left wing. Ruiz bounces it inside. Ruiz inside the arc to Cunningham. Cunningham drives. Beautiful move by Cunningham on the finish.
The opening points. That's what the Bloodhounds need in order to get going.
Bulldogs coming right back. Zach, what are you looking for as the Bulldogs continue to move the ball down this court?
They need to move the ball very quickly. They need to get good shots off. That's exactly what they need to do in order to start strong.
And a quick, slow start for the Bulldogs. A.G. Thomas, a jump ball was called. Quick substitution being made by Molly Ann Light as Amber Villegas comes out and Josephine Diaz comes in.
As you can see, Cunningham getting right in the paint to get a good shot off to get on the board for the Bloodhounds.
Bulldogs putting nice defense early on the Bloodhounds early as Diaz is at the right wing. And the Bulldogs just need to continue to get the penetration up. As a shot there from Cassandra Taylor's no good. Bulldogs take control.
Bulldogs, they don't look like they're putting on enough pressure defensively.
Gallagher tries to get it inside to Jakes. Jakes is fighting for the ball down low. And we're going to get a whistle. And a jump ball's called. Possession will stay with Brooklyn. So 9:02 quickly already. 9:02 left in the first quarter. Bulldogs trailing 2-0.
I think the Bulldogs got lucky with that one. You had A.G. Thomas, Ed Colbert in the paint, and there was just a lot of miscommunication.
Inside pass to Colbert's no good, but right there on the finish was Maya A.G. Thomas, and the game is tied 2-2.
You don't give up on the play. You try to get a shot off it. That's exactly what A.G. Thomas did.
Zach, if I have to say, A.G. Thomas is somebody the Bulldogs have to really continue to utilize as this game goes on.
Absolutely.
Driving on the inside on the right wing, no good. And beautiful finish right back down low to finish was Cassandra Cherry. Bulldogs coming back the other way, 4-2 the score in favor of John Jay. Cunningham finished that last basket, so she has 4 points so far. As Gallagher flips out up top to Tawana Holder. Now to the right wing, Vento will take a three and scores! Justine Vento from downtown, and the Bulldogs go up 5-4.
Can't leave her, Bloodhounds cannot leave her wide open because Vento, she's an aggressive Bulldog, she will take that shot.
Diaz will kick it back out to Cassandra Cherry. Now to Cunningham. Cunningham trying to fake around. Almost lost the ball and Holder takes it away. Holder bringing it up. Beautiful pass inside down low. Putting it into Gallagher on the finish. Beautiful passing from Tawana Holder to find Justine Vento.
Excellent 2-on-1 play for the Bulldogs. Able to cause the turnover and went right in.
7-4 Bulldogs, 7:47 to go. Incoming is Diaz. Fires up a floater. Shot off the backboard. No good. And rebound's taken away by Colbert. Colbert will pass it up. Bringing it up the court now is Gallagher. Gallagher, beautiful fake around Diaz on the left wing. Tries a jumper, no good. Rebound, and Bulldogs keep it alive. Offensive rebound by Colbert. Gallagher, good job resetting by Gallagher there. And Gallagher is going to kick it out to the left for Colbert. Long pass to the right wing. Here is a three for Gallagher, and it's off the side rim, no good. We get a whistle. Ball's deflected out of bounds. And it will go to John Jay.
This is the first possession for the Bulldogs, so they actually slow things down and they move the ball around the perimeter. That's exactly what they need to do, and they haven't been able to do it because they're eager to get on the board.
You like the start. A bad pass there, and Colbert just saved it from being a backcourt violation. Was knocked into there by Shalia Ruiz, and John Jay will turn it up, will take it away on a turnover. Here comes Diaz, driving inside, and good steal back by Gallagher. By Vento, excuse me. Bulldogs will reset. Fires a pass into Holder at the right wing from Gallagher. Holder kicks it down low to A.G. Thomas. Tries the floater, gets the friendly roll. Big basket for A.G. Thomas. 9-4 Bulldogs. 6:40 to go in the first. Bringing it up slowly now. John Jay coming right back. This is Josephine Diaz. Kicking it back out to Cherry, to Ruiz. Ruiz top of the key. Ruiz will take an inside floater and scores. John Jay right back on it. 9-6 Bulldogs, 6:23 to go in the first quarter.
They're moving the ball around well. That's what they need to do.
Both teams in a good early rhythm as this game has started. Here's a three from Vento and scores. Justine Vento from downtown. Bulldogs now up 12-6.
And you can see Josephine Diaz really upset. She had to guard Vento, and Vento had the wide open shot in the corner.
I'm noticing if you give Vento any open space, she can knock down that three easily. Bouncing it to Colbert. Beautiful drive. No good on the basket, but a foul. It will go against John Jay, and that will be the first team foul to kick off the first quarter.
Bulldogs, they're moving the ball around. That's exactly what they need to do. And you can see Gallagher getting the ball, bounce pass to her teammate. Who was that? That was Holder, excuse me.
Zach, do you feel like this was something that was missing from the Bulldogs early on going into this game?
Yes, absolutely.
Free throw from Colbert at the line. First shot is no good. We're going to get a full substitution for the Bulldogs. Alexandra Mugen checks in. Tiffany Ruiz checks in. Also coming into the game is Karen Mack. So Olivia Colbert will be the only starter staying out. So the Bulldogs make a 4-player swap. Second free throw coming for Colbert. 5:57 to go in the first quarter. Bulldogs with a 12-6 lead. Colbert misses both. John Jay will get the rebound. Ball's coming up the court now. This is taken by Cassandra Taylor. Taylor watched at the left by Colbert. Now flips it out to number one. That is Cassandra Cherry, and she can't finish as the Bulldogs come away with the loose ball. Mugen passes it out to Karen Mack. Mack resetting at the top of the key. Mack moves down low. Beautiful shot in there by Colbert, but over the rim, no good. Rebound taken by the Bloodhounds. Cunningham passes it out to Cherry. Ruiz. Ruiz flips it down to Cherry, right wing. Watched by Mugen. Cherry flipping it back out to number 12. That is Terry Chu. Back out to Cunningham at the right wing. Cunningham driving in. We get a whistle, and we'll have a foul against Brooklyn College. That will be their first team foul with 5:19 to go. Fouls against Olivia Colbert. That will be her first.
You see what the Bulldogs are doing is they're collapsing in the paint, and they're trying to guard it very well because they don't want any of the Bloodhounds to drive in. And that's what it seems like they like to do in order to score.
Here is Cassandra Cherry flipping it out to number 5, Taylor. She can't finish the shot, and the Bulldogs, but Taylor gets the rebound off from John Jay. Colbert gets the loose rebound off the miss from Cunningham. Bringing it up is Mack. Karen Mack, top of the key, resets, backs up. Mack connects to the left wing with Colbert. Colbert watched on defense by Cassandra Taylor at the left wing. Colbert driving in, we get a whistle, offensive foul going against the Bulldogs. That will be number 2 on Olivia Colbert. So 2 quick fouls. Coach Lang very upset about that call.
Yeah, as you can see, Colbert trying to drive into the paint, but Cassandra Taylor in the perfect position to block her, and it's the part of the rules. The foul's going to go against the Bulldogs.
Victoria Royal checks into the game for John Jay. Taking his seat will be Cassandra Taylor as the Bloodhounds come back the other way. Bringing the ball slowly up the court, this is Shalia Ruiz. Ruiz to the right wing, watched by Mack. Ruiz kept on the outside. Jumper from Ruiz off the side rim, no good. Tiffany Ruiz gets the rebound. Here comes Karen Mack bringing the ball up half court. Now at the left wing. Mack redirecting the offense out top to Mugen. Mugen almost had it stolen by Cherry. Left wing for Mack. 15 on the shot clock. 3 from Ruiz off the side rim, no good. Kept alive though by A.G. Thomas. Top of the key, here's Mugen for 3. Off the rim, no good. Tiffany Ruiz trying to fight for the loose ball. John Jay is able to maintain possession. We're going to get a timeout. A quick timeout by Molly Ann Light. So that'll be the first timeout for John Jay. It'll be a 30-second charge timeout.
I like how the pace is going for both teams so far. Bulldogs, we want to go over to Jai because we want to get his
take. All right,
take.
we're going to turn the mic over to Jai Kelman, our courtside reporter, for a live report. Jai, take it away.
More? Or the first 4? Early in the game, the Brooklyn Bulldogs are up 12-6. It's a high-intensity game. Both teams came to play. It's going to be a good one in potential. Back to you.
All right, Jai, thank you so much. 4:14 to go off the timeout. Bulldogs leading 12-6. John Jay will take possession the other way. Bringing the ball up half court is Shalia Ruiz. Crossing over, watched by Karen Mack. Flips it out to Cassandra Cherry, top of the key. Cherry flips it out to number 12. That is Terry Chu. Chu flipping a pass down low to the right wing for Cherry. Watched by Mack. 10 seconds on the shot clock for John Jay. Flips it out to Royal, and she traveled with the ball with 3:55 to go, and the Bulldogs will take possession.
Yeah, Cherry was being guarded heavily by Karen Mack, and good job by Mack in order to get her to travel.
Cherry's going to come out of the game as Cassandra Taylor comes back in for the Bloodhounds. Bringing the ball slowly up, and here comes Karen Mack. 3:50 to go in the first quarter. Bulldogs leading 12-6. Mack sets it back up to Mugen. Mugen out to the right wing for Tiffany Ruiz. We get a whistle and a turnover on the Bulldogs. A foul away from the play was called. It's going to go against Maya A.G. Thomas. That will be her first. As Coach Molly Ann Light is redirecting the offense now for John Jay. And here comes the Bloodhounds, and here comes Shalia Ruiz. Ruiz flips it out to Cherry, top of the key. And losing the ball was Terry Chu, and coming away with it is Tiffany Ruiz. Flipping it down to Mack. Mack, beautiful pass off the drive, can't finish. Rebound taken by Cunningham. Cunningham out to Ruiz. Ruiz driving into the left post, flips it out to Cherry at the left corner. Cherry takes a short jumper off the side rim, no good. Rebound taken back by the Bulldogs. Bringing the ball up slowly, this is Mack. Flipping it to the left wing for Mugen. Mugen fires for 3 and scores! Alexandra Mugen from downtown. Bulldogs go up 15-6.
Nice work by Mugen. That's her second shot at the three-point attempt. She's able to sink that one in.
Here comes John Jay. Cherry double teamed by A.G. Thomas. Flipping it down low to, that was Cassandra Taylor to get a whistle, and a traveling violation is called. Bulldogs will make a change. Taylor Gallagher comes in. She will replace Mack. Coming in for John Jay is Josephine Diaz. She will replace Cherry.
In that last play, Cassandra Cherry, she's being triple teamed, but she was able to get a quick bounce pass over to Taylor, but Taylor took one too many steps.
Zach, you like the adjustment the Bulldogs are starting to make defensively now. They are not letting John Jay attack the paint at all.
And that was the mistake at the very beginning. John Jay was able to get into the paint.
Beautiful finish off the pass and finish by Maya A.G. Thomas. And the Bulldogs doing a very good early job utilizing A.G. Thomas in the paint. 2:26 to go. Bulldogs up 11, 17-6. Here's a short jumper, shot no good. Rebound John Jay, keeping it alive is Cunningham. Cunningham flips it back out to Chu inside the left post. Chu with a floater and scores. Terry Chu ending the Bulldogs' 5-0 run with 2:10 to go. Bulldogs leading 17-8. Here's Mugen. Mugen connects it out to the top. This is Karen Mack. Gallagher, left wing is Gallagher. Flipping it out to the left wing for Ruiz. Inside to A.G. Thomas, fires a wild shot, no good. Ball's tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with Brooklyn College.
And it looks like there's a player down for the Bloodhounds.
That's Shalia Ruiz, but she got right back up, so a little bit of a minor injury. We're going to have a sub. Taylor Gallagher's coming. That's Vento coming back in for Tiffany Ruiz.
I like how the Bulldogs are moving the ball around fast. So they're starting to get a little patient in the offensive zone, but they're still taking a lot of shots that we've never seen before.
Alexandra Jakes goes into the hoop. Shot is no good, but a foul will be called. It will be against the Bloodhounds. It's going against Cassandra Taylor. Now, just for those of you listening in, this is a new rule for CUNY this year for the NCAA on the women's side. No more 2 halves of 20 minutes. It's now 4 quarters of 10 minutes, and both teams, when they commit 5 team fouls, if either commits 5 team fouls, automatically 2 free throws.
And another one is with a minute 52 to go, there are 4 quarters, not 2 20-minute halves. So when the buzzer sounds, it could be the end of the first quarter, but there's still plenty of action to go. 2
free throws from Jakes are good. Bulldogs up 19-8. Top of the key, this is Diaz. Flipping it out to Cunningham, who takes a short jumper and scores. Brianna Cunningham off the beautiful dish and a turnover. Coming right back was Chu. Chu takes a shot and scores. Off the loose turnover, Shalia Ruiz was able to bury it. And just like that, John Jay cuts the deficit to 7. 19-12 with a minute 32. A 30-second timeout is being called by Coach Alex Lang.
Those last 2 plays were very poorly defended by the Bulldogs. As you can see, the Bloodhounds are in perfect position. Cunningham was able to get a quick floater in, and then just like that, it was number 11. Number 11, Shalia Ruiz, who was in perfect position for the inbound pass and was just able to get a quick shot in. And that was Taylor Gallagher for the Bulldogs that had no chance at all in defending that. So it's very quick. All of a sudden, the Bloodhounds are starting to catch up, but they're putting on a lot of pressure onto these Bulldogs. And that's why Coach Lang had to call that quick 30-second timeout.
Turnovers have been a very early problem for the women's Bulldogs, particularly inbounding the ball. That has been an absolute killer early in the season for the Bulldogs. Now, mind you, this is a younger Bulldogs team, a lot of new players trying to really learn this offense.
But what they're not doing is they're not paying attention, and that's what they need to do moving forward this season.
Here comes Gallagher, who came back into the game. Justine Vento at the left wing. Vento flips it out to the top. This is going to be Gallagher taking it, resetting the offense. Gallagher at the right wing. We get a whistle, and we have a foul. It's going to go against John Jay. Fouls against Mugen. Yep, it is on Mugen. That's going to be her first. Sorry, that's on Cunningham. Excuse me. Oh, my goodness. Cunningham gets called for the foul. That's the 3rd team foul for John Jay. 2 more will put them in the penalty. Here is Alexandra Jakes. Jakes loses the ball. Taken away by Shalia Ruiz. Ruiz flips it down to the left wing. Driving in is Royal. Cassandra Taylor drives in. Shot no good. And another turnover by the Bulldogs. Back-to-back turnovers on 2 possessions. The Bulldogs have had the ball, Zach.
The difference maker for this game is certainly going to be the turnovers, and the Bulldogs have been very guilty of that this year. What they need to do is they need to be patient. They should not immediately drive into the paint. Keep moving the ball around. Get the Bloodhounds out of position so that way you can make a clean shot.
First free throw coming up from Cassandra Taylor's no good. Substitution coming in for the Bulldogs. That's Brianna Maresca taking over out as Alexandra Jakes will go to the bench. 1:08 to go in the first quarter. 19-12 in favor of the Bulldogs. Second free throw coming for Taylor. Shot is up. Taylor knocks down 1. Bulldogs lead is now 6, 19-13 with a minute 6 to go. Slowly bringing the ball to the court now. This is Gallagher. Gallagher flips it out to the right wing for Vento. Top of the key for Gallagher. Gallagher watched by defensively and a whistle, and we get a foul. It's going to go against Brooklyn College. It's on Brianna Maresca, and with that, that is the Bulldogs' 5th foul. Now, since that was an offensive foul, no free throws, but the next fouls for the Bulldogs will be free throws for John Jay.
But it's not good to commit any offensive fouls because that's going to ruin whatever momentum you're able to pick up. It's going to hurt the Bulldogs.
Get a whistle, and a traveling violation is called against Shalia Ruiz. So John Jay turns it right over with 45.8 seconds to go. Brooklyn will take over. Bulldogs leading 19-13.
What you can see the Bloodhounds doing is that they are moving the ball very fast, but they're getting caught on their own by passing the ball, and next thing you know, they're taking one too many steps.
The key is being a little overzealous, and that's what John Jay has been doing a little bit of too much early on. Here is Gallagher at the left wing, flipping out to the top for Tawanda Holder. Holder's going to take a long three off the rim, no good. But right there was A.G. Thomas on the rebound, and she's fouled. And that will go against John Jay, their 4th team foul. It's on Cunningham. That will be her 2nd. And Cunningham cannot afford to pick up a 3rd foul early on in the game, as we're down to the final 26 and 6/10 of a second to go in the first quarter. We're going to have a substitution coming in for John Jay. It's going to be Victoria Royal, as A.G. Thomas will take 2 free throws. First free throw's up, and it's no good. Bulldogs, though, have done a very good job this first quarter, really utilizing the 6'4" frame of A.G. Thomas in the paint.
Yes, but they still struggling to get the ball to her without turning the ball over.
Royal comes into the game for now, replacing Cunningham. 2nd free throw coming up for the Bulldogs, who have not scored a basket since about the 2-minute mark of the first quarter. Free throw up, and it is no good. It's good, excuse me. Bulldogs now up 20-13 with 24 seconds and counting on the clock. Bringing up the ball is John Jay. Right wing, this is Shalia Ruiz. Inside the arc, top of the key for Terry Chu. Chu watched on defense by Vento. Flipping it out to the top of the key is Ruiz. Ruiz down low to Royal. Jumper shot is good. And John Jay now trails by 5. Bulldogs have time for one more shot. 5 seconds to go in the first. 20-15 Brooklyn. Top of the key, right wing. This is going to be a 3. And scores! Right as time expired. What a shot by Taylor Gallagher. The Bulldogs close the half with a 23-15 lead. And Zach,
look at
what
this.
A huge shot that was from Gallagher.
Gallagher right at the wing. She was able to get the basket in, and she saw that the timer was about to expire. Beautiful, beautiful work by the Bulldogs at the end of the first quarter. They're up 23-15.
Let's turn the mic over now to our sideline reporter, former Bulldog Jai Kelman.
That was a very exciting first quarter from both teams. They both playing with a lot of high intensity, and they both getting after it on the defensive end. This second quarter should be very interesting to see who puts together a run to go up big. Back to you guys.
I agree with Jai. There's a lot of high energy for both teams, even though they're turning the ball around a lot, and the Bloodhounds, they're being called for a travel way too many times. But this is still an amazing flow for both teams in going into this second quarter.
As we take a look at the stats for the first half, the Bulldogs come in shooting 8 of 17 from the field, so just shooting a little bit under 47%. Bulldogs are 4 of 8 from downtown, which has been a huge difference in that first quarter. Bulldogs knocked down 4 threes, 2 of them by Justine Vento.
Yeah, Justine Vento was on fire in the very beginning, and then you had Taylor Gallagher picking up the slack at the three-point shot. That's something that the Bulldogs were missing very much last year, and now that you have both Gallagher and Vento getting those shots off, that could be the difference maker for the team in a positive way.
A coach-line deep offense by the Bulldogs was always about moving the ball around, dishing it around, finding the open player, which is what the Bulldogs have done a lot of in the first quarter alone. But I still think you need to see the Bulldogs pull away with a lead when they have the chance. Here comes the second quarter, and it's going to be John Jay taking it. And a good defensive play by Holder, but got a little too aggressive on Josephine Diaz. And Holder's going to get called for the foul. That's going to be her first team foul. So just 4 seconds in, the Bulldogs are whistled for their first team foul. And under the new rules, you don't want to commit a team foul that early.
Yeah, that's very aggressive play by the Bulldogs, by Tawanda Holder. We've never seen anything like that before in the first half, and now the Bulldogs are coming out with fire.
Almost losing the ball there for a moment was Diaz, but kept it alive to Shalia Ruiz. Ruiz takes a floater shot, no good. A.G. Thomas fighting for the loose ball. Jump ball is called. Possession will go to Brooklyn College. 9:40 to go. Brooklyn College leading 23-15.
Another rule change for the women's when it comes to fouls. At the end of each quarter, they get reset back to 0.
Absolutely. Here comes the Bulldogs now taking possession. This is Gallagher out to the left wing for Maresca. Maresca flipping it out to the top for Holder. Whistle, and we get a double dribble violation against the Bulldogs. So another Bulldog turnover with 9:28 to go, and we're going to have a sub for John Jay. Coming into the game now is Cassandra Cherry. She replaces number 12, Terry Chu. Bringing the ball up now is Josephine Diaz, right wing, top of the key, as Diaz will flip it out to Cherry. At the top is Diaz once again. Diaz, watched defensively by Vento. Diaz try to flip it out to Cherry and does, almost stolen by Holder. Good ball movement so far by John Jay on this possession, Zach.
Yeah, absolutely. You can see they keep moving the ball around, but the Bulldogs, they're not letting up at all.
John Jay has to jack up a shot, and they just miss as the ball goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Bulldogs' ball. So the Bulldogs did a good job on defense, forcing up a bad shot with 8:58 to go. And we're going to get a sub as Alexandra Jakes comes in. She'll replace A.G. Thomas.
You can see in that last play, the Bulldogs were keeping the Bloodhounds around the perimeter, and they almost got a shot clock violation, which is why the Bloodhounds took that ill-advised three-point shot. Good work by Gallagher to keep them out in the perimeter.
Alexandra Mugen comes into the game now. She replaces Vento as Gallagher brings the ball up the court for Brooklyn. Gallagher at the left wing, passes it out to Mugen at the left wing. Mugen trying to get around the defense there of Diaz, and does. Bringing it inside, here's a short jumper by Gallagher, it's off the rim, no good. Rebound taken by John Jay, as bringing up the court slowly is Cassandra Taylor. Taylor out to Diaz. Diaz moves into the right wing. Diaz flips it inside to Royal, can't quite finish, and Mugen comes away with the rebound. Mugen passes it out to Gallagher, back to Mugen, who's falling it down. Mugen crossing half court, fires it out to Holder. Holder at the right corner. Holder on the drive, shot, no good. Rebound by Royal as John Jay comes away with it. Royal passes it out to Cherry. Cherry almost losing the ball for a moment, but kept it alive. Cherry to the right wing, top of the key for Diaz. Josephine Diaz for three, off the rim, no good. Rebound taken by the Bulldogs, and it's going to be brought out by Gallagher. Gallagher flips it down into the right low post for Holder. Back out to Gallagher. Gallagher inside the right low post, now flipping it out inside to Jakes. Jakes with a shot, it's off the rim, no good. And coming away with the loose ball is Brooklyn. Excuse me, John Jay. Here comes Ruiz. Ruiz flips it out to number 5, that was Taylor. Shot off the rim, no good. Brooklyn gets the rebound. So far, 7:33 to go in the second. No scoring by either team this quarter. Here comes Cherry, right wing. Cherry tries to fire it out and flips it out to Ruiz, to Diaz. The shot off the side for 3, no good. And a turnover by the Bulldogs, and that was a very errant mistake and a bad inbound again by Taylor Gallagher.
Yeah, as you can see, Alexandra Jacked was
Jakes,
bringing,
excuse me.
she was the one who had the ball for the Bulldogs, and you could see everybody retreating back into John Jay's end, so all she had to do was just carry the ball up, but instead she thought she was feeling the pressure, tried to get it to Gallagher in front of her own bench, and went out of bounds.
Jakes and Holder will sit down. In comes Karen Mack. Back into the game comes Olivia Colbert. And here comes Ruiz, top of the key, watched on defense by Justine Vento. Vento tries to flip a pass out. Vento, we had a whistle and we got a foul on the play. It's going to go against the Bulldogs. And that is on Olivia Colbert. No, it's on Vento. That'll be her first.
Yeah, Vento defensively was guarding Shalia Ruiz along the far sideline, and beautifully done to keep her out there, but unfortunately she committed the foul.
But that's now already 3 team fouls on the Bulldogs. 2 more will put them in the penalty. Bringing it out now is the Bloodhounds. This is Diaz. Diaz tries to make a move around Mugen, around a double team, gets a shot from Cherry, air ball shot, no good, and we get another whistle, and a foul is called. It will go against Mugen. That will be her first, and that is now the 3rd team foul, so a little scoreboard mistake before. So that is the 3rd team foul with 6:57 to go. Still no scoring has been made in this quarter so far.
But now Cassandra Cherry, will get an opportunity to get the first points in the second quarter.
And the first free throw, got the friendly roll there from Cherry. First points of the second quarter for either team. Bulldogs now lead 23-16.
Both teams are moving the ball around very fast, which is good, but they're also receiving a lot of pressure, and that's why we're seeing a lot of fouls committed by the Bulldogs, because they keep putting on the pressure, and they're creating all these mistakes. They're trying to make up for all the turnovers that they've committed in the first quarter, and some here in the second.
Second free throw was no good out of 3 because it was on a 3-point attempt. The foul was called on Mugen. Third free throw is up. And 2 out of 3 were made by Cassandra Cherry, and the Bulldogs now lead 23-17 with 6:54 to go in the second quarter. Top of the key, this is Karen Mack. Mack tries to make a drive, kicks it out to Mugen for 3, and scores! Alexandra Mugen from downtown. And Zach, we talked about it at pregame. When Mugen gets going from downtown, she can be very, very lethal.
You're going to see the Bloodhounds probably change their defensive strategy. They're going to be covering Mugen a lot, which could open up a lot of opportunities for the other players, especially Justine Vento.
Here is Ruiz kicking it out now. This is going to be Cassandra Taylor taking a jumper shot, no good, off the hands of Thomas. But Karen Mack comes away with it. Flips it out to Mugen. Mugen connects back out with Mack. Mack fires a pass to the right wing for Vento. Vento's going to take a 3, in and out. Bulldogs getting very good looks from downtown. Vento had a very good shot there, just missed.
And that's exactly what I described. You cover Mugen, Vento's going to be wide open.
Here's a shot from Cherry. It's no good, and Olivia Colbert gets the rebound. Bringing the ball up slowly are the Bulldogs, kicking it out to Mugen. Mugen's going to take another 3, in and out. Good shot selection by the Bulldogs as Colbert was tripped up, but she's back up on her feet. Here comes Ruiz at the far right corner. Top of the key for Cherry. She's going to take a 3. Off the rim, no good. Kept alive by the Bulldogs. Mack comes away with it. Mack crossing half court at top of the key. Mack kicks it out to Mugen. Mugen from the left corner will fire for 3. Off the rim, no good. Bulldogs getting a little too 3 happy already in the second quarter. Right wing is going to be Ruiz. Ruiz setting up. Kicks it out to the left wing for Taylor. She fires for 3. Off the rim, no good. Rebound taken by Colbert. Colbert out to Mack. Mack, 5:17 to go in the second. We get a loose ball whistle. Staying Bulldogs ball as the ball was deflected off the hands, last touch by Cassandra Cherry.
Seeing a lot of seesaw actions, 3-point shots all over the place. Only Mugen's shot was able to go in.
Tawanda Holder and Gallagher come back in as Mugen will go to the bench. The Bulldog and Vento's going to go to the bench. So the Bulldogs taking both of their 3-point shooters out for now. I think the real surprising note so far, Olivia Colbert, the leading scorer, has 0 points so far.
It's a very big surprise. The Bulldogs going to try to get her to get some shots off.
Here comes at the right wing. This is Gallagher kicking it out to Holder. Holder at the left wing with 7 seconds on the shot clock. Holder drives in. Layup attempt, no good. Bulldogs trying to keep it alive, but John Jay comes away with it. 4:52 to go in the second. Bulldogs leading 26-17. Right wing, this is Josephine Diaz. Top of the key. Diaz connects inside with Taylor. Taylor kicking it back out to Ruiz. Ruiz kicking it out again for 3. Shot off the side, no good from Diaz, and the Bulldogs, A.G. Thomas will come away with it. Thomas almost having trouble with the ball, but kicks it out to Mack. Mack flips it out to the right wing for Gallagher. Gallagher on the drive. Count it out! Foul! Beautiful move to the net by Taylor Gallagher. Bulldogs go up by 11.
Nice work. As you can see for the Bulldogs in this replay, Karen Mack is pushing up court. She gets it right into the sweet spot for Gallagher. Gallagher goes up for the shot, and she was fouled on the play. But beautifully done. She does not give up on that play at all.
Mack and A.G. Thomas will go to the bench. Tiffany Ruiz and Alexandra Jakes come back in as Gallagher will get a free throw, and the free throw is no good. Bulldogs leading 28-17. Coming in for John Jay is Terry Chu. And going to the bench for now will be Cassandra Taylor.
In that last play, it was a lane violation by the Bulldogs, so even if that shot made it in, it would not have counted. And now it's Bloodhounds ball.
Bulldogs have their largest lead so far of the game, 11. And here is Josephine Diaz kicking out to the top of the key for Terry Chu. Chu fires it down to the right wing side for Ruiz. 4:15 to go in the second. Down low, and a beautiful finish there by Victoria Royal as the Bulldogs lead is cut to 9. We get a whistle, and Coach Lang is calling a quick timeout, something obviously we was not happy about on that last possession.
It's going to be a 30-second timeout for Coach Lang. You're right. He's always looking at everything that's happening, and he is not afraid to call all these timeouts.
Absolutely. We're going to turn it over to Jai Kelman, our sideline reporter, for an update. Jai, take.
Still a tight ball game here at West Quad. Both teams are getting after it. Neither team want to lay down. We have to see who's going to play defense and continue to hit shots to see who goes up. Back to you.
All right, Jai, thank you very much. With 4:08 to go, Brooklyn College leading 28-19 as the Bulldogs take their position back on the court, and Olivia Colbert will inbound the ball to Gallagher. Gallagher directing the offense, bringing up past half court. Gallagher kicks it out to Jakes. Jakes at the left wing. Jakes will kick it out to Holder. Driving it down low to Colbert. Colbert with a jumper and scores. First points of the game for Olivia Colbert. Bulldogs lead 30-19. 3:48 to go in the second quarter. Right wing it goes now to Josephine Diaz. Diaz fires it over the head. Just missing there was Terry Chu, and it's a turnover for the Bulldogs, for the Bloodhounds Brooklyn ball.
You can see that the Bloodhounds are feeling a lot of pressure. What they need to do is they need to calm down. Instead of trying to make those long stretch passes, just go around the perimeter. Soon they'll be able to find a lane where they could get into the paint and get shots off.
Victoria Royal comes out of the game. Brianna Cunningham comes back in. Here's Colbert at the right low post, fires a floater and scores. And now Olivia Colbert starting to get going. 4 points for Colbert on 2 straight baskets. Bulldogs up 32-19.
She's getting the opportunities. She just needs to be relaxed. And now that she has 4 points in, she's going to go on a streak.
Here comes Cherry, top of the key. Good defense by Holder. Cherry tries to make a fake around and stolen right back away. And the Bulldogs come away with it. Beautiful steal by Alexandra Jakes. Here's Gallagher. Gallagher, beautiful ball movement around the top of the key. Now moves it outside. Sets up to Jakes. 18 seconds on the shot clock for the Bulldogs. 2:56 to go in the second quarter. Right wing it goes now to Holder. Holder moves inside the left low post. Holder on the drive, can't finish. Rebound taken by John Jay. Here comes Cherry, flipping it out to the right wing for Chu. Chu driving inside the right low post. Shot no good. Jakes trying to get the rebound and does. Jakes kicking it out to Gallagher. Gallagher onto the right wing and a beautiful throw and a pass tipped away. Bulldogs ball.
You've noticed that Alexandra Jakes, when she gets the ball to bring the ball up court for the Bulldogs, while she's trying to get it to Gallagher, she's now reading the play. She's looking at the court to see where everybody is before she gets it up. And now you look, Jakes going in offensively, trying to get the ball over to Vento, but it was taken away. But you see how they're always moving the ball around. That's what the Bulldogs need to do.
Here's a 3 for Jakes off the side rim, no good. A.G. Thomas right back to get the rebound and is fouled. Only the second team foul on John Jay with 2:23 to go. Brooklyn College leading by 13. The foul's going to go against Cassandra Taylor. That will be her 3rd foul. So quickly, 2 more fouls, and Cassandra Taylor will find herself out of the game. And we're going to have a substitution getting ready to come in for John Jay. But first, a free throw coming for A.G. Thomas. First shot is up, and it's no good. Brianna Cunningham comes into the game now. She replaces Cassandra Taylor. Second free throw coming up for A.G. Thomas. Free throw is up, and it's in and out, no good. So 2 missed free throws for A.G. Thomas. Bulldogs still lead by 13 with 2:18 to go in the second quarter. Top of the key, this is Terry Chu. Chu trying to direct the offense. Chu kicks it out, ball stolen away. Here comes Brooklyn College as they try to get loose possession. Bringing the ball up half court, this is Gallagher. Gallagher out to Mack. Mack flipping it inside, right wing A.G. Thomas. Here's Holder for 3, shot no good. And we'll get a turnover as the Bulldogs were called for the turnover. 1:48 to go. It's a 3-second violation against Brooklyn.
Can't be in the paint for that long. You always have to be moving around. So that's why all the Bulldogs were very unhappy, realizing what the call was.
Bulldogs have to go back on defense here at number 11. This is Terry Chu taking a 3 and an air ball. That shot was not even close, as the Bulldogs will take possession with 1:36 to go. 32-19 is the score. Bulldogs leading by 13. And bringing the ball up slowly is Gallagher. Gallagher. Good screen there by Jakes. Flipping it inside to A.G. Thomas. Layup shot no good. And Chu comes away with the loose ball. Chu flipping it down to Ruiz. Ruiz kicks it out to Diaz. Diaz fires for 3 and scores. Josephine Diaz from downtown. The Bulldogs' lead is cut to 10. Bulldogs trying to finish this half strong. 1:09 to go. Top of the key, this is Gallagher. Gallagher, left wing. Gallagher flips it out to Holder. Holder to the right wing for Mack. We get a whistle and a foul on the play. It's going to go against John Jay.
You can see Ruiz got knocked down very hard.
Yeah,
She's
Shalia
not getting
Ruiz.
up.
Shalia Ruiz is in a lot of pain. She is down on the ground right now. If we can take a look at what happened, it looked like she got hit a little bit on that last possession there. Got knocked down.
The Bulldogs are playing aggressive, and you got to watch out for everything that's happening on the court. But Shalia Ruiz is now back up. You can see that she got hit, and she got pushed somewhere, and I guess slammed her face on the ground.
As the Bulldogs are going to take possession. 57.7 seconds to go. Bulldogs will go over here. So 57.7 seconds. Bulldogs leading 32-22. John Jay will bring the ball up the court as Ruiz will take a seat on the bench for a little bit. And coming up the court now is Josephine Diaz. Diaz kicks it out, left wing, top of the key, and turned over. And Gallagher has a breakaway. Nobody back. Gallagher driving inside, layup, and scores. Taylor Gallagher on a beautiful finish. Bulldogs up by 12.
Nice work by Gallagher and Karen Mack to be in the right positions for the Bulldogs. John Jay just got a little handcuff in that play at the top of the key.
28 seconds left on the clock. Bulldogs leading by 12. Top of the key, this is Cunningham. Cunningham takes a jumper, off the rim, no good. Shot clock now turned off. Bulldogs can play for one more basket. But Gallagher driving right in, tries to flip it down to Holder. Holder stepped out of bounds, was pushed out of bounds, and it will stay with Brooklyn with 15.6 seconds. Foul's going to go against John Jay.
I'm surprised Gallagher was rushing in because the shot clock is off. You just want to make the last play. You want to run it out, but I guess the momentum, like we kept talking about, is on their side, so why slow down?
You got to like the aggressive approach. Shot counts and a foul on the finish from Alexandra Jakes. Bulldogs go up by 14. This is their largest lead of the game. 13.6 seconds to go. We get a foul on John Jay.
Watch how Mack inbounds the ball. She's looking for that open player in the paint. That is number 10, Tawana Holder. Don't give up on the play. And the Bloodhounds were definitely caught off guard.
Ruiz will come into the game for the Bulldogs. Tiffany Ruiz replacing Gallagher. Coming in now is Cassandra Taylor. She'll replace Cunningham with 13.6 seconds left. Bulldogs up by 14. Free throw coming up now for Tawanda Holder. Holder getting set to take the free throw. Shot is up. And Holder knocks it down. Bulldogs with a 15-point lead. John Jay can play for the final shot. Shot clock is turned off. 10 seconds to go as Josephine Diaz brings it up the top of the key. Flipping it out for a moment and taking it now is Chu. Here's a jumper, shot off the side rim, no good. Brooklyn getting one more possession, but the clock will run out. That will do it for the second quarter and the first half as the Bulldogs close it out, leading by 15 points.
I think that was a really good first half overall for the Bulldogs. You could see in the very beginning they were definitely struggling with everything. They had turned over the ball many times, and John Jay was also getting a little too aggressive. But then the Bulldogs were able to catch up. They were able to get their game going, and you saw a lot of the three-point shots going off, which was very important for the Bulldogs to pull away. And the second half was definitely slow to start, but they kept getting the shots off from both ends.
Absolutely. Now as we get set to turn, we're going to turn the mic over now to Jai Kelman. He is with assistant coach Stanley Febron.
I'm here. I'm Jai Kelman. I'm here with assistant coach for the women's ladies basketball team, Stanley Febron. You're up 15 at the halftime. What's some good things you want to take out of this half to continue the good play in the second half?
Well, I think we're doing a better job moving the ball than our previous games. So we're making an extra pass, we're getting to the open person, and people are just making shots today.
All right, like you said, people are making shots. A lot of y'all shots been three-point attempts and from the perimeter in the second half. Do y'all want to change anything and pound the ball inside to Olivia or Maya to use your height advantage?
Yeah, we can definitely get the ball inside to them. I mean, we have a balanced approach. So we'll let the girls make the reads, what's open. And, if we have to, we can dump the ball down to both of those girls.
All right, thank you, Coach. Good luck in the second half.
All right, Jai, thank you so much. At the half, it's the Bulldogs leading 37-22. Coming up at halftime, we take a look at Brooklyn College player profiles featuring team captains Karen Mack and Tiffany Ruiz. We also have a special Brooklyn College TV radio production, a new comedy web series, Unproductive, about 6 college kids overcoming their own personal drama, all while completing an important TV production project with their very tough love new professor. sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. You're watching Bulldogs basketball on BC TV, your home for everything Brooklyn.
My name is Karen Mack, and I am a phys ed major. This is my second year on the women's basketball team. Off season, we actually were as a team together we won the season. So our captains, we do weightlifting, and as well we do a captain's run where we scrimmage and I think as a team, we're always together. We go and we have dinners together. We stay at people's houses and hang out. It's a good environment for the team. Everybody has good personalities. A lot of us are young, but I know that if we work hard and we start communicating and we're confident in ourselves as well as each other, we'll be good.
I will shove that phone 3 inches up.
It's an iPhone 6 Plus.
Oh, okay.
4 inches. No, okay. It still gets better service than your Droid.
You mean my waterproof, shockproof, bomberproof droid?
It still haven't found what you're looking for.
Good, enough! We don't need 2 breakups in 24 hours. We need to go in there as a united front. Are we done?
I'm sorry.
Theo, you're going to apologize to Dave?
Yeah, for sure. Over breakfast. To the train!
We have to go to class.
If 2 people break up over the phone and their friends refuse to acknowledge it, did it really happen?
Yes. It's Facebook official.
If anything, they need us now more than ever. We need to show that we still love and support them.
Them? Them? No, him. Okay, fuck Kate. If I'm going in there, I'm taking sides.
No, man, we're a team, okay? We need to stick.
Not like Kate was thinking of the team when she called Ben up and broke his little heart.
She had her reasons.
Yeah, Sam? What were they?
I don't know yet. But I'm willing to give her the benefit of the doubt because she is our friend.
I don't think we should give her jack shit until she tells us.
Dude, we've had like 3 good years with Kate and Ben, okay?
We can't let their breakup ruin our friendship like this.
Fine. I'll compromise, okay? We'll talk to Kate via text from the class that Ben and the rest of us transfer into.
No, we can't do that.
But we
need this class to graduate.
We can take it next semester.
No, it's being taught by that like new guy from like LA or something.
I'll buy you guys a round of drinks after.
We'll give it 1 day. How back in 1 class to you?
Of all the studios in all the fucking world, you had to walk into
You
mine.
are making a scene.
I'm making a scene? Really?
See, she's yelling at him. He's crying. I'm out. I'm waiting for that drink. Okay.
No.
Get the drink while she lasts in class.
Ben, hey, I'm Kate. Great. I can't wait to love you. Year 2, awesome. Year 3, spoiler alert, still awesome. Year 4, awesome. Oh, wait, let me just make a quick phone call. A phone call, Catherine. A phone call. And break up with me for no apparent reason? On the phone? The phone!
Do you really want to do this here? Do you really want the truth?
You can't handle the truth.
Oh my God!
You had me at hello, and you lost me when you said, hey, do you have a minute? When I gave you 4 years. Did you guys just get here?
Yeah.
Good, because Lord knows the Manson family over here has been very supportive. I'm just a boy standing in front of a mean girl.
Stop! Just stop! This isn't Netflix! I never should have asked you in the first place.
Can you just tell me why? I deserve that.
Seats! Now! I'm Professor Parker.
I thought you said it was a guy from LA.
Welcome to studio. Number 1, I don't tolerate lateness. What's your problem?
I know, huh? You're late. I knew. Yeah, well, didn't stop me from getting here. Anyway, as I was saying, if you were working for me on a production right now, you'd be fired, new girl. Number 2, the department called in a favor to get me to specifically come and teach this class. Number 3, the project we're working towards is the mayor's pivotal State of the City address. It's going to be airing right here on King's Metro. So, if you royally screw it up, making him and our whole department look bad, in all likelihood, we'll lose some funding for all studio classes. Do you know what that means? That means we're going to have to learn from textbooks. Do you want to learn from textbooks? No. Do you know who learned from textbooks? James Franco. Number 5, that's weird. Number 6, expectations. That's the word that needs to be on your mind all semester. This class has to do better than I expect you to. Okay? I want it to be unbelievably great. Because if it is not, I will fail you so goddamn hard. You will run to change your majors to medicine or accounting, whatever the fuck your parents wanted to. Now, believe it or not, I chose you people. The other class, Tuesday afternoon. Tuesday afternoon! Tuesday is filled with lazy people who sleep in. People in this industry do not sleep. Now, I think we really all can work together. And even if you hate it, I think we can make something happen. So let's go out there and make something happen, team.
Are we gonna go over the syllabus?
That was it.
Dude, I bet her wallet says bad motherfucker on it.
What makes someone
Brooklyn's best?
into everybody's glasses? Now drink up, it's time to be ratchet. I'm burying the hatchet. I eliminated attachments, fabricated, elaborate, it's complicated and tragic, suffocating the magic, intoxicated, I'm rapping.
Don't let me go, don't let me fall, 'cause tonight I'm slowly drifting away. Don't let me go.
I am Brooklyn's best.
I am Brooklyn's best.
I am Brooklyn's best.
Hello, my classmates and I are 2016 television production MFA candidates at Brooklyn College. We're asking for your support in our quest to create a television series dedicated to finding Brooklyn's best artists and performers. Each episode will showcase a different talent or ability by pitting 3 groups or individuals against each other in an exciting competition, complete with a panel of judges. By donating, you can help us cover the production costs of 7 30-minute episodes and make us Brooklyn's best content creators. Thank you.
To donate now, visit our campaign at donate.brooklynsbesttv.com.
And camera 3.
And welcome back to the West Quad Center. At halftime, it's the Brooklyn College Bulldogs leading the John Jay Bloodhounds 37-22, alongside my broadcast partner, Zach Budnick. And Zach, what are some things you took away from that first half from the women's Bulldogs and the Bloodhounds?
Well, in the very beginning, you could see that both teams were a bit rocky, when it comes to moving the ball around and trying to get plays. Both teams seemed very nervous. They were getting the quick shots off, and they were also turning the ball around a lot, especially the Bulldogs. They had a lot of opportunities and kept creating a lot of offensive fouls. And in the beginning, also, when they're trying to inbound the ball, they kept turning the ball over. But as the game progressed, they got the threes off. They have the big lead now, 37-22. And that's what the Bulldogs need to do. They need to be calm. They need to just move the ball around without getting into a lot of trouble.
Absolutely, Zach. And as the second quarter really went on, the Bulldogs adjusted defensively. They made big plays. The Bulldogs ended up outscoring John Jay for the second quarter, 14-7. The three-point shooting did drop a little bit from 4 out of 8 in the first quarter to 1 for 6 in the second quarter. Are we looking forward to seeing the Bulldogs doing more three-point shooting, or they'll start attacking the paint a little bit more?
Absolutely, and you'll see in the highlight reel that we have a lot of them shooting for the three-point shot. Like I said, in the very beginning, turnover for the Bulldogs, but then they're getting the shots off. So I fully expect in this second half to see a lot of three-point shots.
Absolutely. As we get set to start the second half in just moments, Jai Kelman spoke with Stanley Fevrin before the half started, and he talked about, Fevrin talked about some adjustments. He talked about the three-point shooting. So what do you take away from Coach Fevrin's standpoint and what he had to say from going into this half?
Well, as you can see in some of the replays that we're going to show momentarily, he's taken away the same exact things that we've seen, and that's what the Bulldogs still need to continue.
The turnovers have been an early problem for the Bulldogs.
You can see in this first one, it was Jax trying to get it over to Vento in the paint at the top of the key, but it was taken away. But now as soon as they're able to position themselves, as you can see, Vento, three-point shot, makes that first basket in. And then again, Gallagher to Vento in the corner, wide open. And that was a big issue that the Bloodhounds were having. You look again, Karen Mack pushing it out to number 4, Alexander Mugen, she was able to sink it in. Again, that is number 10, Twanda Holder, into the paint to Olivia Colbert. And we were saying in the beginning, as soon as Colbert gets an opportunity, she's going to make the baskets. But look at this move by the Bloodhounds, getting it out to number 33, Victoria Royal, to get a good shot off, and they just don't give up. Brianna Cunningham underneath the basket, getting that in, and the Bloodhounds, they need to continue that if they want to get into this game.
Absolutely, Zach. And now as we get set to start the second quarter, Zach, what do you feel the Bulldogs need to do differently in the second quarter from what they did in the first half, in the third quarter?
Aside from turning the ball over constantly, they need to slow down a bit. As soon as you know that you're in a good position, you're wide open, obviously take the shot. It doesn't matter where you are on the court. But if you don't have a shot, if you know that there's a defender right in front of you, you got to calm down. You need to read the court, even when you're inbounding the ball, because we saw that many times. And that's what caused a lot of turnovers for the Bulldogs. Just calm down and then just move around as carefully as possible in order to get the basket.
All right, as we get set to start the third quarter, John Jay will take possession. And here comes Josephine Diaz. Diaz, top of the key, being watched on defense by Gallagher. Flipping it to the left wing, this is Ruiz. Ruiz out to the top for Cunningham. Cunningham driving into the left low post. We get a whistle and a foul on the play. It will go against a traveling violation. Will go against John Jay with 9:46 to go. Bulldogs with a 15-point lead.
They're trying to get into the paint.
Bringing the ball up the half court. This is Gallagher. Gallagher making a good move there. Connects with Olivia Colbert. Colbert out to the right wing for Holder. Holder, here's a jumper from Holder, off the side of the rim, no good. But A.G. Thomas right there to clean it up and puts it into the hoop for the Bulldogs. They take a 17-point lead.
A.G. Thomas has been a wonderful center, replacing senior Megan Campbell, who graduated, last year of eligibility, was last season.
And here comes John Jay. This is going to be Cassandra Taylor. She takes a jumper, off the side rim, no good. Tawana Holder gets the rebound. As the Bulldogs are continuing to move the ball so well up the court. Oh, beautiful pass to Colbert, off the pass from Gallagher. And now Olivia Colbert starting to get into the scoring frenzy. 6 points for Colbert. Bullets up 19.
Colbert ran right into that lane. That was just an easy pass for the Bulldogs.
Bulldogs, you love the ball movement early on as this second quarter's kicked in. And we talked about having to go to the paint more. They're doing that early on, Zach. Here comes Cherry off the drive. Shot no good. Rebound taken by Taylor. Can't finish. Gallagher comes away, Vento comes away with the steal. Bringing it up now is Gallagher. Gallagher driving inside. Shot, count it. No, shot will not count, no basket. A foul will be called against John Jay. Coach Lang very upset. He thought that should have counted. But it's going to be a foul on John Jay. We're going to have a substitution as Victoria Royal comes in, replacing Cassandra Taylor. Foul's going to go against John Jay, their first team foul. It'll be number 2. Rebounding the ball is Brooklyn for right now. And beautiful inside pass to Olivia Colbert. And the Bulldogs go up by 21.
It's nice work by the Bulldogs. They're finding the open passes.
43-22, Bulldogs up, 8:20 to go in the third quarter. Right wing, this is Cunningham. Cunningham, turnaround jumper, shot no good. Rebound, A.G. Thomas flips it out to Gallagher. Gallagher flips it into Colbert. Beautiful pass, left is Vento for 3 and scores! Beautiful tic-tac-toe play of Justine Vento. Bulldogs up by 24.
Add that to your highlight reel. Vento to Colbert in the paint, and they just immediately threw it back to Vento. That shifted everybody away from Vento.
And you just love the ball movement by the Bulldogs to start this third quarter. Inbounding the ball, and Royal just threw up a crazy shot. Bulldogs come away with the loose ball. Here comes Gallagher. Gallagher crossing half court. Gallagher into the right low post, flips it out to Vento, kicks it out to the left for Holder. Holder driving into the right low post, shot up, no good. Rebound taken by Colbert, she tries a shot up, no good. Bulldogs trying to keep it alive. Jump ball and possession will stay with Brooklyn College.
Nice work by the Bulldogs. They're getting the shots off, they're moving around. And John Jay, you can see they're starting to get a bit frustrated.
Brianna Cunningham comes out of the game and Cassandra Taylor re-enters. Bulldogs up by 24, 46-22 with 7:30 to go. Here's a 3 and a score by Taylor Gallagher. And the Bulldogs now increase their lead to 27.
They have to keep this momentum up. Now they have to make sure they do not create any turnovers like in the first half.
Here's Josephine Diaz. She fires up a shot, no good. Diaz another shot, no good. Rebound by Colbert. And now the Bulldogs just taking full control of this game. Here comes Gallagher. Gallagher kicks it out to Vento. Vento fires for 3. Off the rim, no good. Taken away, kept alive by Colbert. Colbert flips it out to Gallagher. Back to Vento. Thought about a 3, didn't take it. Inside to Colbert. Turnaround shot and scores. Olivia Colbert inside the right wing. Bulldogs go up 51-22.
Colbert had a lot of breathing room in the paint because you could see that the Bloodhounds know the Bulldogs are not afraid to fire a 3-point shot, so they're playing well inside the perimeter, and that was just easy for Colbert.
Driving inside, and a shot by Cherry is good, and that's the first points of the third quarter for John Jay as they trail 51-24. Bringing the ball up the court now is Brooklyn. Brooklyn driving in, we get a whistle, and a foul is called as the Bulldogs start this third quarter on a 16-2 run.
Bulldogs, they're putting on the pressure, so now John Jay has to find a way to come back. But the Bulldogs, the way they're playing, you can see they're moving the ball around very fast. Even with the substitution, you know that the Bulldogs are going to keep up this momentum.
Vento, A.G. Thomas, and Gallagher come out. Karen Mack, Alexandra Jakes, and Mugen come back into the game for the Bulldogs. Driving in down low and whistle, ball out of bounds. Last touch by John Jay. It's Bulldogs ball, 6:09 to go.
Shalea Ruiz was trying to bounce past that into Taylor inside the paint, but you could tell that they got a bit handcuffed as the ball went out of bounds.
Here comes Gallagher crossing half court, adjusting, resetting the offense. Gallagher flips it out to the left wing for Jakes. Jakes, top of the key, fires it inside to Colbert. Left wing corner goes to Mack. Right wing for Gallagher. Gallagher looked like she got hit in the face. Nothing called. Flips it right down low inside to Colbert. Shot no good. Colbert gets her own rebound, can't finish. Colbert gets another rebound right back. Almost turned over, but Gallagher kept it alive. Flips it out to Mugen. Left wing goes to Mack. Mack inside to Colbert. Colbert turnaround jumper, shot no good. And John Jay finally comes away with the loose ball. It's taken by Cherry, and Cherry lost it to Mugen. Mugen's all alone. Mugen driving in. Mugen on the drive. Fires up a bad shot, but kept alive by Mack, resetting. Mack kicks it out to Gallagher. Gallagher resetting with 5:14 to go in the third. Bulldogs up 51-24. Here is Jakes. Jakes out to Gallagher. She fires for 3, and just in and out. 5:02 to go. Bulldogs still leading 27.
It's the unfriendly roll for Gallagher.
Here comes Diaz. Here comes Ruiz, kicking it out to the right wing for Diaz. Diaz watched on defense there by Gallagher. We get a whistle and a foul on the play. Bulldogs will get called for their second. That's foul number 2 against Gallagher.
It's a big battle between Diaz and Gallagher.
Substitution coming in for the Bulldogs. That's Emma Summers coming into the game for the first time, checking in for Gallagher. Inbounding the ball is John Jay. This is Terry Chu taking it now. Chu kicks it out to Diaz. Watched on defense there by Summers. Summers trying to come up with a steal and is whistled for a foul instead. So Summers got a little too aggressive, and that's going to be the 3rd team foul on Brooklyn College of this 3rd quarter.
As per the new rules, 2 more, and they're going to be in foul trouble.
Here comes Brianna Maresca. She will replace Olivia Colbert. So Colbert coming on in this 3rd quarter, 10 points. And here comes John Jay. They'll take over now with Diaz taking the possession. Watched on defense by Emma Summers. Diaz at the left post. Diaz drives in, and another foul against the Bulldogs. That's going against Summers. That's already her 2nd, and the 4th team foul on the Bulldogs.
She's not playing a disciplined game. You can tell that she's getting a bit frustrated. As you can see again, she's guarding number 23, Diaz, carefully, but just getting in there a little too much. So she needs to watch out.
Bulldogs are 1 more foul away from being in the penalty. Free throw coming up for Diaz is good. Bulldogs lead cut to 51-25 as Brianna Cunningham's getting ready to check into the game for John Jay.
And there's only 4:35 to go in this 3rd quarter, but there's still plenty of time for both teams to either pull away or make costly mistakes.
2nd free throw coming up for Josephine Diaz. Free throw is up, and it is good. So Josephine Diaz with 5 points. So the Bulldogs have done a very good job shutting down Diaz in this game, Zach. As the ball comes up now for Karen Mack. Bulldogs up 51-26 with 4:26 to go in the 3rd. Top of the key, this is Mugen. Right wing, almost lost by Summers, kept it alive. Summers kicks it out to Mugen. Mugen's going to take a long 3, off the rim, no good. Kept alive, and yes, kept alive by Jakes. Jakes double team, kicks it out to Mack. Mack firing it down low to Summers, who bobbled it, but Jakes was right there to get the layup, couldn't finish. Jakes gets it back, can't finish. Again, Jakes with a shot, and finally Jakes puts it home. Bulldogs go up 53-26 with 3:56 to go in the 3rd.
It's that saying, it ain't over till it's over.
Gotta love the 2nd, 3rd chance effort by the Bulldogs. Top of the key, this is Diaz. Diaz kicking it out to Ruiz. Ruiz driving into the right low post. Diaz takes a jumper. That was Royal taking the shot. It's no good. Rebound by Mack. Mack driving down the field. Driving to the right wing. Mack resets, taking some time off the clock. Mack at the top of the key. Mack looks to find an opening. Mack to the left wing, kicks it out to Jakes. Jakes is going to try a 3. In and out. We get a whistle. Foul on the play. And that is once again Emma Summers getting called for the foul. That is her 3rd. And the Bulldogs pick up their 5th team foul, which puts them in the penalty.
So now Tiffany Ruiz is going to come in place of Summers for the Bulldogs.
So Summers comes into the game and has a very rough start, 3 early fouls. And also A.G. Thomas will come back in as Maresca will take a seat. So Coach Lang wants to go back to his weapons to put this game further out of reach.
So now the officials, they're moving the ball in to the foul line because you said that the Bulldogs are over the limit.
Yep, 5 fouls equals 2 free throws for the opposing team. And taking those free throws will be Brianna Cunningham. 3:22 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Bulldogs leading 53-26.
And you could tell that this has been a really good quarter for the Bulldogs. More so, not just because of the score, but also because they're doing an excellent job moving the ball around and making those nice passes, excuse me. And they're not letting the Bloodhounds get any good opportunities to get baskets. You can see that they're getting the shots off, but they're not good quality shots.
Cunningham's going to take the free throw. First shot is up, and it is good. Bulldogs lead cut to 53-27. Tiffany Ruiz will come into the game along with Maya A.G. Thomas. Maresca will now go to the bench. Bulldogs lead is 26 with 3:22 remaining in the 3rd.
So the issue we saw earlier was the Bulldogs trying to make a substitution when they weren't allowed to. And now, after the first shot, they can.
2nd free throw from Cunningham is no good. Royal was fighting for that loose ball, but it's taken away by Jakes. Crossing half court is Mack. Mack inside to A.G. Thomas on the drive. Shot no good. Rebound kept alive by Brooklyn College. And bringing the ball back out to Mugen. Mugen kicks it out to Mack. Bulldogs trying to take some time off the clock. 3 minutes to go in the third. Leading by 26. Inside the arc is Ruiz. Kicks it out to Mugen for three. Off the rim, no good. A.G. Thomas can't get the rebound. It's taken by John Jay. 2:50 to go, and here comes Ruiz. Ruiz driving inside, shot, and scores. So bringing in is Shalia Ruiz, and the Bulldogs now lead 53-29 as Colbert and Gallagher are getting ready to check in, along with Justine Vento. Rebound shot no good from the Bulldogs, who all of a sudden have gone a little cold, and now John Jay takes over. 2:26 to go. Here comes Cunningham. Cunningham with a jumper, shot in is good. And now the Bulldogs lead is 53-31. So slowly John Jay beginning to peck away at the Bulldog lead as Mack will take it, and we get a whistle, and Coach Lang, he wants a timeout as the Bulldogs are going to take a 30-second timeout, 53-31 with 2:12 to go in the third quarter.
You could, like you said earlier, the Bulldogs are starting to get cold offensively. They've been getting the baskets in, but they haven't been able to finish the plays.
Let's turn the mic over now to Jai Kelman with a sideline report. Jai, take it away.
Brooklyn College has taken a commanded 22-point lead. They got to keep up the good play. If John Jay doesn't get it together quick, they could be blown out the gym. Back to you.
Jai, thank you so much. 2:12 to go.
I agree with Jai. You can see that the Bulldogs are pulling away. And the Bloodhounds, what they need to do is they need to find a way to get back into this play. Otherwise, like Jai said, they're going to be blown out the court.
The only thing that concerns me, though, for the Bulldogs, and we talked about this throughout the season, is the Bulldogs have not been able to win a lot of games in convincing fashion. They've had trouble closing games out, winning by very close scores. The Bulldogs have this 22-point lead. You don't want to see the Bulldogs start slipping and giving the lead up.
Yeah, all season long, they've been playing very tight games. It's been difficult for them to get victories. But now, as you can see, with the way the Bulldogs are playing, this could very well be a convincing one.
Absolutely. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter now. Shot by Thomas was no good. As John Jay comes away with the ball, checking into the game there for John Jay is Dana Nicholson. Nicholson kicks it out to the top for Chu. Chu watched on defense by Vento, 13 on the shot clock for the Bloodhounds. Kicking it out to Nicholson. Good defense being played there by Gallagher. Kicks it out now to Chu. 6 seconds on the shot clock. We get a whistle. And a foul is called. It will go against Brooklyn College. And Justine Vento will get called for her second. So with 1:38 to go in the third, John Jay will go to the free throw line for 2 more shots.
So you can see Coach Lang is shouting out the orders to his team, trying to get everybody to play the way they're supposed to play without creating the fouls.
2 free throws coming for Chu. Shot is up, and it is good. And the Bulldogs' lead is now 53-32.
Again, there's only 1:38 to go in this third quarter, but there's still plenty of time for either team to make a big difference.
Second free throw coming up for Chu. Shot is up, and Chu makes a pair. So now the Bulldog lead cut to 20, 53-33, with 1:38 remaining in the third quarter.
Bulldogs have gotten cold offensively. They need to find a way to get it back in there.
Bulldogs with all 5 of their starters back in, bringing the ball up the court now. This is Gallagher. Gallagher trying to get around Royal, kicks it out to Vento, fires for 3, and sinks it in. Big shot from Justine Vento, a timely 3. Bulldogs go up 56-33, 12 points in the game for Justine Vento. Here comes John Jay with 1:16 to go in the third quarter. Bulldogs up by 23. Top of the key, this is Chu, kicking it out to Cunningham at the right low post. Cunningham on the drive, count it, and a foul. So Cunningham driving to the hoop. The whistle will be called against the Bulldogs, who are over the limit. So the basket counts from Cunningham, so that's 9 points for Cunningham. And that will be a foul against Maya A.G. Thomas. That will be her second. That'll be her third foul, excuse me. And a free throw to complete a 3-point play coming for Cunningham.
Brianna Cunningham, she does not give up on the play. The 5'11" senior from Rockville Center, New York, into Malvern Senior High School. She's been a very wonderful asset for these Bloodhounds, but she needs all-around effort.
Here comes John Jay. This is Nicholson stealing it. Nicholson fires a floater shot, no good. Kept alive by John Jay. We get a whistle and a foul away from the play. It's going to go against the Bloodhounds. That's only their second foul of this third quarter.
It was nicely done by Dana Nicholson in the right position at the top of the key to steal the ball away and to drive it for the Bloodhounds, but I felt that she was not in the right position to take that shot.
First foul on Victoria Royal as the Bulldogs take possession. 39 seconds and counting on the clock to go in the third quarter. Right wing, this is going to be Gallagher taking a three off the side rim, and it went over the backboard, so it's no good. Shot clock, it went over the shot clock, so the Bulldogs will go back on defense. John Jay will take over with 30 seconds to go in the third. Brooklyn College leading 35, excuse me. Left wing, taking it now is going to be Diaz. Josephine Diaz with 20 seconds. Diaz trying to get around Colbert and turned it over. Bulldogs have the ball. Can run out the clock if they want. Holder is going to drive in. Holder on the drive, scores. Tawanda Holder driving into the paint. 6 seconds to go. Bulldogs up 58-35. 3 seconds to go. One, and that will do it. Here comes a shot. It will not count. And the Bulldogs will take a 23-point lead going into the fourth and final quarter.
It looked like a completely different quarter than what we saw in the first half. We were saying it over and over again. In the beginning, they're getting the shots off, then they got a bit cold, but the plus is, aside from the fouls, no significant
turnovers. That was an amazing third quarter by the Lady Bulldogs. They seem to be clicking on both ends of the court, offensively and defensively. They pretty much have the game in the bag right now, but the game is not over until it's over. But if they continue to play this way, they should be walking out of here with another W. Now back to you.
Well, Jai, you're absolutely right. If the Bulldogs can keep this momentum up, they could easily run away with this game. And so far, they're up 23 points, really catapulted by that 16-2 run in the middle of the third quarter.
But now, going into this fourth quarter, what I expect to see is for the Bulldogs to play a complete game. It's only 10 minutes, but they need to play a complete game, because if they don't, then you know that there are still issues that they need to work on going into future games.
Finishing games has been a struggle of the Bulldogs this season. The Bulldogs went on a 3-game winning streak. They had that streak snapped 2 days ago against Stevens Institute of Technology, and the Bulldogs want to continue their run. Their next game will be against Medgar Evers on the 7th, followed by NYU on the 29th of December.
And you could see Coach Lang, he's telling his team where to move the ball. They need to be able to stick with this play. Otherwise, they're going to get themselves into a lot of trouble, and you don't want to turn it over.
As we're going to get the stats now for that third quarter, as of right now, the Bulldogs are shooting 23 of 57 from the field, just over 40%, 8 of 23 from the three-point line. The struggle, though, has been free throws, 4 out of 10, but the Bulldogs have 42 rebounds. John Jay will take possession as we start the fourth and final quarter. We get a whistle and a traveling violation against Brianna Cunningham, so an early turnover by John Jay just 3 seconds in. Bulldogs will take possession. 9:57 to go in the fourth. Here comes Gallagher crossing half court. Gallagher flipping it to the left wing for Colbert. Colbert. We get a whistle, and we're going to have a timeout. Yep, timeout by Coach Alex Lang. That very interesting, calling a timeout just 12 seconds in.
And it's going to be a full timeout.
It's a full, yeah.
So I guess he saw something that he did not like.
A very interesting call, as we're going to momentarily we'll soon find out maybe what happened on that timeout. But let's for the moment go over to our sideline reporter, Jai Kelman, as we start the fourth quarter.
Brooklyn College is still up big in the fourth quarter, up by 23 points. As long as they don't make a lot of mistakes in this quarter, they should be getting out of here with another win. Now back to you guys.
All right, Jai, thank you very much. 9:48 to go. Brooklyn College leading 58-35. As the Bulldogs are wanting to continue this game, they need to close out this game. Zach, we talked about it a little bit, how finishing games has been a little bit of a struggle. But what is the biggest difference, Zach, that you have seen in the Bulldogs so far going into today's game? What has been so different in the Bulldogs that was not seen in the first 6 games?
I'm seeing a lot of new things because, again, this is like a completely different team. We're so used to seeing the usual 7 to 8 seniors that graduated last year, so now they have to adjust to a whole new ball game. That's exactly what we're seeing.
And here come the Bulldogs now as they take possession. Olivia Colbert takes the pass out to Gallagher. Gallagher at the right wing, kicks it out to Colbert. Beautiful cut down low, and Olivia Colbert finishes it. 60-35, Bulldogs up 25. That's 12 points for Olivia Colbert. Right wing, this is Ruiz trying to make a fake. Ruiz trying to pass it out, kicks it out to Terry Chu. Chu, left wing to Josephine Diaz. Watched by Holder. 10 seconds on the shot clock for John Jay. Top of the key, this is Chu. Chu, top of the key. Chu at the right wing. Chu drives in. Shot was blocked a little bit on the way. Bulldogs come away with the loose ball.
True was running out of time, and the shot clock, she only had 2 seconds left. She couldn't get it to anybody because everybody was covered by a Bulldog.
Top of the key is Taylor Gallagher. Gallagher, right wing. Gallagher kicks it out to Vento. Vento not taking the three. He thought about it for a sec. Top of the key for Tawana Holder. Holder kicks it down low to A.G. Thomas, and whistle, and A.G. Thomas was called for a walk. Traveling on the Bulldogs with 8:48 to go in the game.
That was another miscue by the Bulldogs. They had control. They're moving the ball around very well. They don't have to worry about trying to get a shot off as quickly as possible.
Terry Chu will come out of the game. In comes Claire Prince, the 5'5 junior out of Summit Christian Academy High School. Crossing half court is Josephine Diaz. Diaz watched on defense by Holder. Taking the shot is Diaz, and that shot was no good, an air ball. As coming away with it now is Gallagher. Gallagher kicks it out to Holder. Tawana Holder driving in down low to Colbert. Blocked on the way, but fouled as Colbert went down. Colbert getting right back up on her feet. Foul's going to go against John Jay. It's their first team foul. First team foul, first foul of the quarter for both teams.
You can see just looking at Holder get the paint into the paint to, that was to number 21.
Colbert.
Colbert, excuse me, yes.
Colbert at the free throw line.
Holder to Colbert. That's why I got a bit mixed up.
Shot is up, and it is good. So Olivia Colbert gives the Bulldogs a 26-point lead. We can call that the Holdco move. So the Holdco combo works, and the free throw coming up for Colbert. Free throw up, and it's good. So Olivia Colbert knocks down 2 free throws. Bulldogs take a 27-point lead. Karen Mack's going to come into the game. She will replace Justine Vento. So Coach Lang going to some of his reserves off the bench as we're getting set with 8:26 to go in the fourth quarter.
And don't be surprised when Justine Vento comes back out shortly.
Absolutely.
Coach Lang likes to rest his players. They don't want to get burned out.
Here is Diaz. Here's Ruiz flipping it out to Cunningham. 8:12 to go in the game. Cunningham flips it down low to Royal. Royal fires a wild layup, no good, as the Bulldogs come away with the ball. Taking the ball up the court now, this is Gallagher. Flipping it out to Holder at the right wing. Holder resets out to Mack. Mack trying to get around the defense of Prince and does. Here's Colbert taking a floater and scores. Olivia Colbert really starting to fire it up now. 14 points for Olivia Colbert, and the Bulldogs go up 64-35. And a turnover. Holder could not quite get to it, kept alive by John Jay. 7:38 to go in the fourth quarter. Bulldogs leading by 29. Right wing, this is, and taken down there for a moment, there was Gallagher, but got right back up. Taking the ball is Mack off the steal from A.G. Thomas. Mack driving into the right low post, layup shot, scores. Karen Mack just driving down to the post. Her first points of the game. Bulldogs now up by 31.
You could see her just driving into the paint. Easy layup for her.
Here comes number 3, Claire Prince. Prince driving it out to the right low post. Prince trying to finish it in, can't. Here comes Mack. Mack driving down the right sideline. Kicks it down low to Holder. Beautiful pass. Counted and a foul. Taywanda Holder going right to the basket. Bulldogs up 68-35.
Nice work by Holder, just driving in. You can see Mack gets the ball to her. She sees her in the right position and gets the shot off, draws the foul, and now she's going to go up for her and one shot.
Tiffany Ruiz, Alexandria Jakes, Mugen is getting ready to check in. Tawanda Holder stays in, going for the three-point play. Free throw is up from Holder, and it is good. And coming into the game now will be Mugen, and coming out will be Tawana Holder. So the Bulldogs going with a full bench swap as they go with all their reserves. Brianna Maresca also checks back into the game.
But Mugen is very dangerous three-point range, so look to see the Bulldogs try to get the ball to her. Let's see how the Bloodhounds respond.
Here is Diaz. Diaz at the right corner. Diaz trying to set it up, fires a shot out to Cunningham. Cunningham moves inside, and we get a whistle and a double dribble violation against John Jay. 6:43 remaining in the fourth quarter. Substitution coming in, it's going to be Cherry coming back into the game for the Bloodhounds. Cunningham will go to the bench. So Coach Molly Ann Light doing a lot of subbing around, getting her scores in and out of the game. And Mack will come in, taking the ball past half court. 6:35 to go in the fourth quarter. Top of the key, this is Tiffany Ruiz. She takes a jumper, shot off the side of the rim, no good, and it's taken by John Jay. Bringing it up the court is Diaz. Diaz top of the key, left wing, kicks it out to Cherry. Cherry on the drive, shot no good. Bulldogs coming away with the loose ball, but can't. And bringing it back in was Royal. Shot was no good, but a foul on the play.
You see, both teams are not giving up. It's definitely one-sided, but the Bloodhounds, they're still trying to move the ball around and trying to get the shots off.
Since the first quarter, Zach, the Bloodhounds have had a lot of trouble penetrating the paint. The Bulldogs did a great adjustment shutting down the interior and are forcing John Jay to throw up bad shots.
But don't count John Jay out. You can see they're still getting,
Not at all.
still getting good quality shots off.
Yeah. But the Bulldogs otherwise have done a very good job defensively and have gotten some timely baskets on the offensive side and are leading by 34. Second free throw coming for Royal is up, and Royal misses a pair, and rebounding it is Jakes. Jakes will kick it out to Mack. Mack will cross half court. Mack at the top of the key, fires it out to the right wing for Mugen. Mugen out to Mack. As Mack will take some time off the clock, resetting the offense. 4 minutes gone by in the fourth quarter. Bulldogs leading by 34. Here's a three attempt by Gallagher. Shot is up, no good. That was Brianna Maresca with a three, no good, excuse me. Top of the key, this is Karen Mack. 5:50 to go. Mack watched on defense there by Ruiz. Hands it off to the left wing for Tiffany Ruiz. Ruiz out to the far left corner for Mugen. Mugen's going to take a three off the rim, no good. Kept alive by Maresca, and we get a whistle and a foul. It's going to go against John Jay. That will be their third team foul.
You see this shot by Mugen, that excellent three-point shot, doesn't make the basket, but then there was that fight between number 3, Claire Prince, and number 20, Brianna Maresca of the Bulldogs.
Prince got called for the foul. That's going to be her first. John Jay in their third team foul, putting them 2 away from being in the penalty. Flipping it out to the right wing, this is going to be Maresca. Top of the key for Mugen. Mugen kicks it out to the right for Mack. Mack resetting the offense. Mack watched defensively there by Nicholson, who checked into the game. Mack coming into the right low post. Mack with a little jump floater, shot no good. Rebound taken there by Royal, and out goes now to Diaz. Diaz with 5:15 to go in the game. Top of the key is Diaz, kicking it out to the right wing. This is going to be taken down low. We get a whistle and a travel violation. And another turnover by the Bloodhounds. 5:10 to go.
Yeah, Ruiz, she found herself in a bad position, saw that she was going in by herself, and all of a sudden the Bulldogs just triple teamed her, collapsed on her, and that's when she ended up taking the extra steps.
Inbounding it is Mack, driving in, shot, and scores. Karen Mack just driving into the paint, and the Bulldogs cracked the 70-point mark, 71-35, with 4:49 to go.
See Mack getting in the right position to drive in to get the layup.
Here's a shot by John Jay. Shot is no good. We get a whistle and a foul. That'll be the second team foul on the Bulldogs. It's going against, I believe, Mugen. And the foul's going to be, it's going to be on Alexandra Jakes. So that'll be her third foul. With a 71-35 lead. That's the second team foul for the Bulldogs. Free throw coming up, and it is good from Royal. They're going to have a substitution. Back into the game now comes Chu, replacing Ruiz. And Tiffany Ruiz and Jakes come out, and Emma Summers comes back in.
We're also seeing a new substitution for the Bulldogs. Number 1, Gretchen Villa.
So Gretchen Villa making her first appearance in this game. Shot is up and good from Royal. Gretchen Villa is a dual athlete, is also a great track runner. She comes out from the cross-country women's team. As the Bulldogs take over with 4:23 to go, 71-37. Summers at the top of the key, directs it to the left wing for Mack. Mack with 15 seconds. Mack, and she is whistled for an illegal dribble, so the Bulldogs turn it over as Coach Lang is going to have a talk with Mack on the sidelines. And meanwhile, John Jay takes over with 4:26 to go in the fourth. Crossing the half-court line, this is going to be Diaz. Diaz watched by Mack. Diaz, top of the key. Diaz moves inside the paint. Diaz kicks it out to the left wing. Here's Chu for 3. Shot off the side rim, no good. Taken away by Royal, kept alive. Here's going to be a 3 for Nicholson. She fires up a shot, no good. And the Bulldogs come away with the rebound. This is taken by Mack. Mack crossing half court. Mack resets, fires it inside. Try to pass it inside there and finished at the end.
Gretchen
By
Villa.
Gretchen
That was
Villa,
a nice.
excuse me.
That was a nice hook shot. First shot was definitely not enough force, but then she was able to get it back and decide, you know what, I'm going to go with the left side.
So Gretchen Villa finishes the shot. Bulldogs up 73-37. And here is Cherry, Cherry back out to Nicholson. Out it goes to Diaz, watched by Mack. 5 seconds on the shot clock for the Bloodhounds. Here's a three off the side of the rim, no good from Diaz, but a rebound. John Jay got the offensive rebound. Royal gets it back, shot up, no good. But a foul is called against Brooklyn with 3:21 remaining. That's their 13th foul.
You know, in the last two possessions for the Bloodhounds, you see they're going for the three-point shots because they know that they're down 73-37, so they're trying to get as many points as possible. But then as soon as you have to play in the paint just now, then they're trying to get those quick two-point baskets.
Timeout by Coach Alex Lang with 3:21. It's a full charge timeout as the Bulldogs take a 73-37 lead as we're in the final stretch of the fourth quarter. And the Bulldogs really came out with a lot of energy in this second half. They came out on that big 16-2 run in the third quarter, and the Bulldogs have not looked back since.
And there's going to be more energy coming here at the West Quad because immediately following this game, it's going to be the men's that get to take on the John Jay Bloodhounds.
Men's Bulldogs coming in undefeated, 7-0.
And they're ranked nationally, too.
Yeah, that's an incredible thing in itself. The men's Bulldogs really have come a long way, and we will talk more about the men's Bulldogs immediately following this game with the women's Bulldogs. The women's Bulldogs will play their next game on December 7th against Medgar Evers College. They will then travel out to the Apex and take on Lehman College on December 11th. And finally, the women will play their last game of 2016 right here at the Quad against another nationally ranked opponent, NYU.
Those are going to be exciting games. And for our fans listening at home, you can catch all the action on our sister station, WBCR Radio, your home for everything Brooklyn.
You are watching You're watching the Bulldogs, this CUNYAC matchup on BC TV, your home for everything Brooklyn. And the Bulldogs with 3:21 will come back on the court. 2 free throws are coming up for Victoria Royal as the Bulldogs are looking to close out this game and go for their 5th win of the season. Free throw is up, and it is no good. Free throws have also hurt the Bloodhounds as well. Just haven't been able to get any shots when really they needed them.
Yeah, that's just been the major struggle for these Bloodhounds this entire second half.
Second free throw is no good. Cherry, though, got the loose ball. Shot no good. Kept alive by Royal. Fires up a floater and scores. So John Jay with a big basket, and they trail 73-39. 8 points for Royal. 3:10 to go in the game.
You've noticed the mindset for Royal. Once she's in the paint, she has the ball. She's not going to throw it back out. She's going to go for those baskets. But all this time in this fourth quarter, the Bloodhounds, they've wanted to get the three-point shots.
Here's Emma Summers. Summers driving in, and we got a traveling violation against Emma Summers.
You could see both Summers and number 33, Victoria Royal, both trying to draw a foul, but the officials deemed it was a travel instead.
Bringing it back up is John Jay. This is going to be Diaz, kicking it out to number 12, Terry Chu. Chu out to the left wing for Cherry. Cherry, good double team there by Brianna Maresca and by Summers. Here's Cherry, watched by Mugen. Driving inside, Cherry inside on the drive and scores. Beautiful put back by Cherry. Bulldogs leading 73-41. Here comes Karen Mack. 2.5 minutes to go in the game. Mack at the left wing. Mack kicks it out to the far left corner for Summers. Top of the key, it goes to Maresca. Maresca to the right wing for Mugen. Mugen out to the left wing for Summers. Summers, top of the key, out to Mack at the right wing. 12 seconds on the shot clock. We get a whistle. And we get a... Coach Lang is very upset about whatever was called. It's a foul on the Bulldogs.
Remember, despite what the score is, we know Coach Lang wants his team to play a complete game. So even if it's only 2 minutes to go, like what we have here, if he sees any mistakes, he's going to treat it as if it's the beginning of the game and they're only down by 2.
I think Mack might have been called for an illegal screen. So with 2 minutes to go, Bulldogs leading 73-41. Mack will get called for her first foul. And inbounding the ball, this is going to be Chu, left wing. 8 seconds on the shot clock for John Jay. Chu fires up a shot, no good. Brooklyn gets the rebound, 1:46 to go. Mack brings it up the half-court line. Now at the top of the key, right wing for Mugen. Mugen's going to fire for 3. Shot off the side rim, no good. Bulldogs trying to keep it alive. Kept by John Jay. 1:33 to go. Driving inside, shot no good from Cherry. Cherry gets her own rebound, finishes the shot, no good. With 1:29 to go, Bulldogs up 73-41. Bulldogs pick up their 15th foul, foul number 3 on Brianna Maresca. Substitutions for the Bulldogs getting ready to come in. That's Gallagher and Tiffany Ruiz getting set to come back in for the Bulldogs with a 32-point lead. Free throws coming up now for Cherry. Shot is good. Mugen comes out of the game. Back into the game comes Ruiz, and Gallagher getting ready to check in.
Mugen had a really good game. 6 points, all coming from the three-point range, and she's getting a lot of opportunities. It's going to be a good season for her as she keeps coming off the bench.
Second free throw is no good. Tiffany Ruiz the rebound. Bringing it out now is Gallagher. Gallagher with 1:25 to go. Gallagher resetting the offense, taking time off the clock. 1:19 to go. Bulldogs with a 31-point lead. Kicking it out to Tiffany Ruiz. Ruiz out to the left wing for Maresca. Maresca top of the key for Summers. Summers to the right wing for Gallagher. Gallagher with 8 seconds. Kicks it out to Mack. Mack will take a jumper and scores. Karen Mack off the beautiful pass from Gallagher. Bulldogs up 75-42. Under a minute to go in the game. Bringing it up the court now is Diaz.
You can see in this replay, getting right into the top of the paint. That's how you do it.
Driving in is Chu. We get a whistle and a foul against the Bulldogs with 49.4 seconds left. Bulldogs with a 33-point lead as they are closing in on their 5th win of the season. And for Coach Alex Lang, closer and closer to 200 wins.
This will be win number
This will be 190.
Right?
This will be 196.
96, excuse me.
Yeah, closing in is Coach Lang, getting very close to that number. Free throw is up, and it is good from Nicholson.
Bulldogs definitely played a really good game. There's obviously work that still needs to be done, but considering everything that they've gone through this season, I think the third quarter was the most complete game they've ever played. It's understandable there are going to be times where they're going to be hot and times they're going to be cold throughout the game, but the third quarter clearly exemplifies how Coach Lang wants them to play. Get a lot of scoring in early and not create too many foul troubles. They kind of got into that, but it's something they can overcome.
I agree, Zach. The ball movement has been phenomenal. The Bulldogs made big adjustments in that second quarter. They took control of the game once the second quarter passed and never looked back in the third. Shot off from Ruiz is no good. John Jay will rebound. 20 seconds left. Bulldogs up 75-44. Shot clock is turned off as Cherry will drive in. Shot no good. Bulldogs did not need to foul there, but 14.3 seconds, and the Bulldogs will come away with their 5th win of the season and will go to 5-3.
But it's still not over yet because number 1 for the Bloodhounds, Cassandra Cherry, is going to line up for her 2 shots, as in that last play she got fouled.
So Cherry will take 2 free throws here. Foul goes against Summers. That is her 4th. Free throw is up, and it is good. Bulldogs now lead 75-45 with 14.3 to go. Bulldogs' next game will be December 7th here at home against the Medgar Evers Cougars in the Battle of Bedford Avenue. Second free throw is up, and it is no good. Rebound John Jay. They get the shot and score. So the Bulldogs now lead 75-47, with 10 seconds to go, as Gallagher will dribble it up. That is going to do it. The Bulldogs will not run another play. An impressive victory, a perfectly executed game for the Bulldogs as they knock off the John Jay Bloodhounds 75-47 in very convincing fashion.
And this was a much-needed win for the Bulldogs, not just by 2 or 3 points, but they needed that big win, 75-47, because that's going to give them a lot of confidence going into the game against Medgar Evers and against NYU.
Absolutely, and we're going to have, the Bulldogs have we have a lot more to talk about. We'll have Coach Lang to talk about this game, and we hope to also get...
And also that player of the game.
Olivia Colbert, we'll try to get her as well, as the Bulldogs will go into this with go to 5-3 on the season.
When we come back.
All right, we'll take a break and come back.
Remember, we have people working for us. I know.
Welcome back to the West Quad Center. I'm here with Brooklyn College Bulldog Olivia Colbert. Olivia, an impressive game here today. Bulldogs win 73-47. Talk to me about how this game unfolded as the second quarter and then the third quarter came about.
Well, we went into the locker room at halftime with a lot of confidence, and we knew that they were a type of team that could have came back on us. And after our loss the other day, we really want to stay aggressive and come back with a good W today. So
got off to a slow start early, but then really started to find into a rhythm. Alexandra Mugen had some big baskets during the game, and Justine Vento with a few clutch threes. Talk to me about how you've enjoyed playing with these new players under Coach Alex Lang.
Oh, I love playing with them. It's such an adrenaline rush when you can look to your wing and have a knockdown, and then everyone, it's just like it catches fire. So it's almost like once we see our players like Justine knocking down threes with confidence, it just gets everyone else in an uproar and kicks our defense off. So it's great.
Your next game will be against Medgar Evers. How important is it to keep momentum going? You're now 5-3 on the season, going for win number 6 in a couple days.
It's very important for our conference to come out and continue to be undefeated and just to keep our record looking good.
All right, Olivia, thank you so much for your time.
No problem.
All right, so that was Olivia Colbert of the women's Bulldogs. Bulldogs winning 73-47. We will have Coach Alex Lang in just a few short seconds. And here he is, Coach Lang, joining me at the table. And Coach Lang, talk to me about today's win, a huge win for your guys. I'm here with head coach Alex Lang. Coach Lang, an impressive victory here today, 73-47. Talk to me about how things changed in that second quarter, then going into the third when you went on that 16-2 run.
Well, we upped our tempo. They seemed to fatigue a little bit, and Taylor did a great job finding people in transition, and we knocked down some big threes. So the combination of those things, stepped up on defense a little bit, helped us, really get the gap open. Then we started the third quarter on fire.
Absolutely.
I talked to them at half. I said, this next 5 minutes, we got to put them away. They did it.
Justine Vento and Alexandra Mugen, along with Olivia Colbert, really picked things up as the game went on. Olivia Colbert got going late in the game, and then Mugen and Vento hit a couple of clutch threes. Talk to me about how well they've played in this game.
Yeah, I thought our starters played exceptional tonight. We had some key contributions off the bench as well, but Justine played great. Olivia played awesome. She got in early foul trouble, but once she came back, she dominated, and that's the kind of effort we expect from her.
Talk to me, Coach, as you guys are playing under this new NCAA rule with 4 quarters, how do you feel the team has adjusted to the new format for the NCAA?
It's not much of an adjustment. The one thing I don't like about it is that sometimes when the other team has the last possession of the quarter, because of the alternate possession, they get the first possession of the second quarter. But so sometimes they get back-to-back possessions. It's a little frustrating. But other than that, there's not much to adjust to. I mean, it's basically the same amount of time, 40 minutes anyway. So
your next game is against Medgar Evers College. You're going for your 6th win of the year. Talk to me about how important it is to keep momentum going throughout the course of this season.
Yeah, definitely. It's another conference game. Medgar Evers is much improved this year. So we're going to have to play well. We'll be at home. Hopefully we'll get a nice effort like tonight.
All right, Coach Lang, thank you so much for your time.
Thanks, John.
All right. So once again, your final score, the Brooklyn College Bulldogs win 73-37. And Zach, we bring you back on the mic, and what an impressive victory this was for the Bulldogs, and you got to love how they finished. Coach Lang said it very well. He loved how the team finished out the game.
Yeah, absolutely. It was just an all-around good play for the Bulldogs, and that's exactly what they wanted. You could tell he's really happy, but you also know that they have a lot of work to do.
Absolutely. But for the women's Bulldogs, they go to 5-3. Your final score, the Bulldogs win 73-37.
And we definitely have a lot of replays that we want to take a look at. A lot of highlight plays for the Bulldogs in that second half. I want to see it right now.
Here
it's
we are.
Exciting. Look at it.
Here we go. Look at this move by Holder.
Holder right into the paint. And then you have Vento always playing outside the perimeter, getting it into number 21, Colbert. And this is a beautiful play. Look at this. Gallagher over to Colbert.
That was Vento.
That was Vento back to Colbert, back to Vento. And then another play. Gallagher outside of the paint, Vento. Just all around beautiful play. And that was all in the third half. third quarter, excuse me. But now John Jay, you see number 11, Shiel Ruiz try to get in, and she's able to get a good basket in the paint. Again, Ruiz, she had a lot of plays for these Bloodhounds. She was essentially carrying the team, and as well as Josephine Diaz. And Brianna Cunningham was kind of like she was missing in action, which is a big, huge surprise for all of us.
Yeah.
Cherry with that last shot. So all around, wonderful effort by the Bulldogs and the Bloodhounds as well.
All right. As the Bulldogs continue their play, Medgar Evers will be their next opponent a few days from now. What do they need to do to win against Medgar Evers?
They just need to continue what they're doing.
Absolutely. All right, once again, final score, Bulldogs win 75-47. Stay tuned, fans, for the second half of our doubleheader. The men's Bulldogs will take on the John Jay Bloodhounds here at the West Quad Center. And we'll be back with the start of the men's game after this. You're watching BC TV, your home for everything Brooklyn.